coming all the way from Lakeland, Florida. He's a political science and pastoral studies major. He's a sophomore here at Southeastern, and he's a study group leader. Will you give it up for Jontavia Bellamy? Jontavia, how you feeling tonight, man?
I'm great, man. Let's go.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Jontavia, the stage is yours.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to be reading from 1 Kings 19. It says, "But he himself went a day's journey into the wilderness and came and sat up a juniper tree and requested for himself that he might die." Tonight, I want to talk about Floyd Mayweather. Now, we've all watched Floyd Mayweather. He's a famous boxer. What I love about Floyd Mayweather, it was this particular fight where he was fighting a guy named Pacquiao. And in this fight, Pacquiao became very frustrated because Floyd Mayweather would not stop moving. He would just move from left to right, from right to left. He wouldn't stop moving. And Pacquiao said, "I would beat him, but he won't stop moving. I could hit him, but he won't stop moving." And I believe that's just what we should do as Christians. Don't stop moving. I don't care if you hit a bad time, a good time, hard time, tough time, don't stop moving. And this is just where we are in the text. In this particular pericope, we see a man named Elijah. Elijah had slain over 400 of Baal's prophets. He had killed many of Baal's prophets. But now Elijah has set up on a juniper tree, and Elijah has stopped moving. You know what happens, Dr. Christina? His cerebral cortex becomes infected. His hypothalamus becomes infected. His umbilical becomes infected. Because anytime you stop moving, you let the enemy attack your mind. And can I tell somebody in here, that's exactly what the enemy wants to do. He wants to attack him. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I want to tell somebody, don't stop moving. Sit down, sit down, sit down. I got 50 seconds. Sit down, 50 seconds. I got 50 seconds. Sit down, sit down. So this is what happens. This is what happens. The first point, because I was texting Elijah on the way to Southeastern, and he told me, I said, "Elijah, what do you want me to tell them?" He sent me a new ontological facsimile. He said, "Bellamy, I want you to tell them one thing." It said, I had to recognize who I was. Let me tell you something. Sometimes you got to recognize who you are. Young lady, don't give your number out to every man, because every man... Hold on, sit down, sit down, sit down. He had to recognize who he was, but watch this, watch this. He had to realize who God was. I'm sorry, let's take this from chapel to church. I'm sorry, I'm a church boy. You gotta realize who God is. Is anybody in here knows who God is? I'm talking about God, the one that put the sun on day shift, the moon on night shift, and they have never missed a day of work. Listen, I'm almost done. So he had to come to a point where he recognized who he was. He realized who God was, but then he had to have a recollection of where he came from. There's sometimes when you get to things in your life that's too hard, you got to remember that God brought me out of something else. And the same God that delivered me out of that is the same God that delivered me out of this. I'm out of time, but high five somebody and say that you can make it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Jontavia. All right, all right. Now let's see what the judges have to say about that. John, you want to start us off?
Man, I don't know what I'm going to say now. Hey. Jontavia, what I love about you, man, just from the conversations we had to have, you have a pastor's heart, bro. And you have a heart to see people know what they came from and take them to a different place. A lot of preachers can say a lot of different things, man, but you have a heart to take people on that journey with you, and that's why I believe in you.
And Christina?
Well, the first thing I would like to say is I'd like to hear a lot more from you in class. I am blown away at how comfortable you are on the stage, at the passion with which you speak, the clarity with which you communicate. This is clearly what you are called, built, created to do. Amazing. Amazing.
And Coach Barsh?
Bishop. Hey, I knew your time was going to go into the red as soon as you started going. There's a unique call of God in your life because of your education. It's not getting in the way of your anointing. And combining the two and being humble about it, God will take you places you can't even imagine. Can't even imagine. And I like that you brought the laptop. That was nice. Keeping it real, man. Keeping it real.
All right, let's throw it over to Pastor Phil in the lounge.
What's up, man of God? How you doing up there? You just woke the whole South up in here. The whole South woke up. Where, if you're from the South, make some noise. Come on, you just woke everybody up from the South, man. Yeah, everyone's like, Duval, yeah, Duval. It's apparent that there's something special about you. And my encouragement and my pastoral advice would be stay close, and let us help you develop that gift of God inside of you. And your talent will only take you so far. Your obedience will take you the rest of the way. And if you can submit yourself and humble yourself, which I know that's already inside of you, let me tell you, what Coach Barsh said, I think there's a bishop calling on your life, not the title. It's the authority that you have on your life. So stay close, stay obedient, man, and sky's the limit for you, my man. Great job.
Awesome. John Tavia, if you want to head back over to the lounge. Ladies and gentlemen, can you give it up for all of our contestants tonight?